Hello and welcome back to Freelancer, where in the last episode we went on a wild goose chase for some Colonel Cress, who, to our surprise, we actually found and who was actually surprisingly helpful. So right now Junior and Trent want to go to Kosari space to get some further artifacts for Quintain and Sinclair. So let's do that. Meet up with Cress's agent, Lord Hakra, to arrange for the retrieval of a Proteus tome. Trip through Kosari should present little risk, as it would be a very bold move for Rhinos to show their presence there. It's not about money, it's about survival. Yeah, okay, I got that. We are not getting paid.
Alpha 1-1. This is Kali. You are cleared for launch.
Colonel Cress asked me to escort you out of this system. What's your destination?
We need to get to Kosari space.
You're lucky. There's a jump hole nearby that will get you there in no time.
Alright. So, Junior, you're from Kosari, right?
This is Quintain. Cress managed to contact his agent, Lord Hakra. He's waiting for you on planet Kyushu. Please contact me when you have the Proteus tome. In the meantime, Sinclair and I will continue to study the artifact. Good luck.
We'll talk to you soon, Professor.
This is where we part ways. This jump hole leads directly to Kyushu. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. All right, Trent. Go ahead.
Dock.
We're in the Oka dust field. We'll head to planet Osso and take the trade lane from there to Kyushu.
Alright.
Phone 2.
So, want to tell more about Kosari? Because you're from here, Junior, right? Probably have something to tell about this. Junie? Say something! She's not talking, huh? Alright. Fair enough. She wants to remain mysterious.
It's funny. I used to fly around this asteroid field when I was younger. My grandmother lives on Tsushima Station above Osso. I haven't been back here in over a decade.
Alright.
Dock.
So I guess this is not Kyushu, this is just a
We're almost there.
gas giant.
Take the trade lane to Kyushu.
Alright.
Dock.
Guess the water planet over there is actually Kyushu. Certainly looks like it. So we're almost there. Okay. Now we just have to land.
Trent, land and I'll follow you in.
Yeah.
Lord Hakura will be waiting for us in the bar.
Well, let's see how that goes. I noticed that we're not getting attacked here, which is actually kind of nice.
Dock.
Acknowledged. Your request to land is granted. Proceed to land.
Didn't have that happen in a long while.
Mr. Trent? Miss Zane? I was told you would be coming. I'm Lord Hakera. I am the prefect of Honshu. Is there a problem?
I'm sorry, you're just not what I expected.
You expected a terrorist, then? I serve the order to help my people, Mr. Trent. I understand that you are here for the Proteus tome. Unfortunately, that will not be easy. The artifacts in the museum have come under renewed scrutiny. I will need to secure a special permission for us to be allowed access.
Lord Akira.
Please excuse me. I've recently lost contact with one of my operatives in Rhineland. This may be news. I will be in touch once I get access to the Proteus tome.
That's it? What are we supposed to do now? Wait?
Like hell we will. I have contacts here too, but to get to them we're gonna have to split up for a while.
What am I supposed to do around here while you're gone?
You should try to fit in a little, maybe get some work. By the sound of things, this may take a while. Don't worry, I won't be far.
Yeah, you say that now. So, we managed to get into a new system of one of the major houses. Which always means new ships, right? Yes it does, yes it does, no doubt about that. We again have lots of options here. The option that I was actually planning on when I was first thinking about this Let's Play is actually buying the Barracuda. I may hate the bounty hunters, but the Barracuda is a pretty great ship despite being a heavy fighter, because for a heavy fighter it's very maneuverable. It has 6 gun mounts, and of course, being a heavy fighter, it also has a torpedo mount and stuff. So, actually, I was always thinking that I would go with this one. However, now that I got a Class 6 light fighter shield, because I accidentally found it a few episodes ago, I think I might actually go with a different ship, which would be the Hawk. The Hawk is actually an interesting ship that is, in most regards, better than the Drake. The Drake is another option for a light fighter. However, the Drake has the main advantage that it's extremely tiny. Yeah, if you think that's tiny, if you haven't seen it in space yet, in space it's extremely tiny, and it's annoying as shit to hit it once you accidentally shot down the small wings here that it has at the aft side. So yeah, but the Hawk is better in almost all technical aspects. It's a little bit less maneuverable, but it's still a light fighter, so it's very maneuverable. However, there's also an improved version of this because of this mod that has a torpedo launcher, and as you may have noticed, we have already run into a lot of gunboats and also big capital ships in this game, so I think I actually want to go out and get the Type 2 variant of that ship. However, the Type 2 variant of that ship is pretty far away from here, because reasons. So, and I also hope that actually the level fits, because it might have a higher level cap than we actually than we have currently, which would screw me up majorly. So let me actually make a separate save here, in case this doesn't work out. Yeah, basically now I'm going to a long trip just to get a new ship, which basically takes me almost all the way to Rhineland, of all places. So let's see how that goes. But we can do some sightseeing along the way, right? Alright. We're at Kyushu right now. Kyushu is basically the westernmost system of Kusari space. If we continue the trade lane here, we go to New Tokyo, which is sort of the central system here. Then Kusari has a system south of that sort of borders it with Liberty systems, and a system to the north that doesn't really border anything at this point, and a system to the east of New Tokyo. We're gonna head east because the road east takes us to Rhineland. The road south basically takes us to Liberty space, which we're not gonna go yet because there's really no reason to go there. But the road south takes us to Rhineland, and I want to go to Rhineland. Not to Rhineland exactly, but close to Rhineland, because there's actually a sort of Kusari-dominated planet that's pretty close to Rhineland and the southeastern wild systems, independent systems. I wanted to say. So we have to go there. It's pretty far away, I know, but we can do some sightseeing. Since we're in a new faction space, there's new pirates too. However, they really don't know us, so we can't go to Rhine because the military hates us. Cool. One of the main pirates here are the Blood Dragons. They actually have a pretty interesting background in the sense that they used to be that there used to be a main Kusari faction, basically the guardians of the Shogun way back. But then stuff happened, and the Shogun that they were protecting was sort of put out of his job by elements of the Simura Corporation. At which point the Blood Dragon said, "Screw it, we'll do a guerrilla fight to change that," which is still going on to this day. Blood Dragons are pretty legendary pilots here, and they have a base that everybody knows about, but really nobody knows where it's at. So they're pretty legendary. Then there are also the Golden Chrysanthemums. They're interesting because they're female-dominated faction that tries to abolish the very oppressive and male-dominated politics in Kusari. So, yeah, they have a pretty interesting history too, but they're in the process of being dominated by the outcasts. Basically, the outcasts have introduced Countermine to them, and they're more and more getting controlled by the outcasts, because the outcasts control the drug trade and they need more and more of that. So they have a little bit of a sad side to their story. There's also a smaller and less important non-lawful organization here that's basically against synthesized agriculture, so they specifically target synthesized food from Liberty, but not much else. I also forgot her name. It's the Farmers Alliance? I thought they would have a Japan name too. I think they're the Alliance, the Farmers Alliance. So we have some ships here right about now, but they're not really interesting. They actually have their main station close to Kyushu, where we started this trip. And then there's the what was the name again? Hogosha, yes, Hogosha. The Hogosha sort of are on the side of law, but they're a syndicate, really. So they're sort of fulfill the they fulfill the function that normally the Junkers have. There are no Junkers here in Kusari space. There are basically Junkers everywhere, as a border faction for every major house, but not in Kusari, because the Hogosha basically driven them out. They're sort of lawful because they have some influence over normal politics, but they're also operating on the fringe of law, so they're a little bit weird, to say the least. So that was sort of the introduction to Kusari politics. They also have main factions that also have political power, like Samura and Kishiro, of which Samura is supposedly the worst one of them, because they do some pretty despicable things at times. But that's that. We're in Honshu system now, which has a major planet somewhere over there. There, yes. Not getting past it because this route is a little bit shorter. But yeah, I basically want to go here and leave Kusari space again. We just got here, so let's just leave again. Yeah, seems legit. I'm also not gonna land on most of the stations because, well, it doesn't really give me much options at this point, because I'm not going to start trading, because I pretty much have pretty big quantities of cash already, and I'll probably get more by just going to the wrecks that I want to go to. So that's not really an issue, and aside from that, I feel there's no real reason to land on any of the Kusari planets, because they don't have anything extremely interesting to me, in my opinion. Yeah, it's my personal opinion. So it's not like they have a very profitable route of something here somewhere. There's one thing, they're trade lane parts, because they're trying to construct a new jump gate somewhere. But aside from that, there's really nothing that I'd say, oh yeah, that you can sell that here. There are a few things that you could buy here, but really that's not too interesting. So we're heading to Sigma 13 next, which historically is a pretty interesting system, because basically you might have already noticed some tidbits about a war between Rhineland and the GMG that was a few years ago, and that basically led to a treaty saying that the great houses shouldn't take up arms against each other, and also placed restrictions on Rhineland to not construct big ships, more than one big ship, which they probably ignored by now, considering how many capital ships we've seen of them so far. But the major part of this war was basically fought out in the system that we're going to visit now, which is Sigma 13. And there's still a lot of wreckages around in that system. Yeah, if you want to spend some time looting high-end wrecks with high-end weapons and make money off of that, then Sigma 13 is probably the first system you're going to, because there's a lot of things here. Sure, they're also surrounded by dangerous explosive and radioactive pockets and stuff, but that's just pretty many things going on here. There had been many things going on here in the past, so yeah. I don't think I'll be losing the wrecks right now, because I just want to pass through here and basically, no, I'm not actually don't want to really pass through here.
Hey, don't fall asleep on me.
Let me think about the route I want to take. Yes. Okay. I think I know what route I want to take. I'm gonna take one more, though it's dangerous because Rhineland military doesn't like me. And starting from the next station, they could actually show up. So I think I'm gonna leave the trade lane before I go to the next station, because the trade lane after that will be dominated by Rhineland military, and the Rhineland military hates me. So yeah, out. No, out.
Cancel.
Get out. I don't want to get into a fight there because the trade lane doesn't like me. And there's something incoming. ALG. Well, apparently they don't have cruise disruptors. ALG is just a Rhineland military. It's just a Rhineland resource company. So they're probably not outfitted quite as well as the military itself is. I'm actually looking for a
Danger.
jump hole here somewhere. Gases here are pretty dangerous. Let me actually just slow down here for a second to figure out where I want to go. Only got neutrals. That's pretty weird. There should be something somewhere around here. There is a jump hole somewhere around here. That's what I mean, but yeah, thank you. Let's try to avoid the clouds because they are pretty dangerous.
Objective.
Oh,
Shield
crap.
failed. Hull breach imminent.
Oh, sorry.
Warning.
Sorry about that.
Efficiency reduced.
These clouds seem to do a lot of damage. Maybe I'll take a different path this time. It seems like if I'm getting hit by them 3 times, then I'm dead.
Dock.
Which isn't quite so great, to say the least. Guess I can just go out here and then pass somewhere through the suns here. Let me actually take a different route this time, because this gas cloud is there is pretty dangerous, it seems. It's probably the reason why there's no patrol paths going through there. So it would make for a pretty low-key route, but apparently it's dangerous. So let's not go there. Let's follow the main patrol paths of other people. Alright. But the Rhineland GMG war, the GMG is actually sort of influenced by Kusari politics, though officially they don't really belong to Kusari, but they have very strong ties to them. So, but there are on paper there are an independent an independent corporation from Kusari, though that doesn't mean too much. And this route is much better. Alright. Sorry about that. I thought this route would be quicker, but not through the methane field, it seems. Or whatever gas that was. High-end explosive gas, probably. And there are lots of gas miners here, so if you want to buy H fuel, because that's harvested from gas, then you can buy it for pretty cheap here. That's one thing. Like you can probably get it for less than 100 a piece here, so clear that. Let's go there. Whoa. Always these people trying to ram me. And more. Crap.
Dock.
Alright. Okay, where I want to go. Ha! Cool. I think I'll take a different route back, though technically that route is quite a bit longer. Strange enough.
Go to.
So I want to go here and then there. Don't want to short trip to Atka Research Station now that I'm here. There's actually a Liberty Research Station here that's doing sort of research on alien organisms, which means you can get them here for basically nothing. Yeah, you can get them here for like 100 credits a piece, and you can sell them in Liberty Space for 2,000. Pretty crazy. Though they perish over time and stuff. I probably should not have landed here because bounty hunters could appear. That was stupid. And the bounty hunters are very dangerous here, especially since I haven't upgraded my ship yet. Ew, that might have been stupid. Oh. Let's pray to the RNGesus that
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is
we don't run into bounty
everything's
hunters.
a go for launch. Good flying.
Oh, apparently they don't care about us at this point.
Go to.
Huh. How did that happen?
I'm taking hostile fire here.
How the frick did that happen? Ah. Okay. For some reason, bounty hunters don't hate us anymore. Single-player campaign screws with your reputation every now and then, so you can't really rely on that. Sometimes it's great because you get options to work with different people, but most of the times it's a little bit annoying. Talking about the system, actually the remains of Freeport 7 are around here. I'm not sure if I'd find them if I wanted to. Actually this one, I think, right? Yes, let's actually go there, just for sightseeing purposes. Freeport 7, which was the station where we were on at the beginning of the game that was destroyed by still unknown forces. That's basically the wreck of that here. Yeah? So we're back to Freeport 7 after like 15 episodes. But it's destroyed, so there's really not much going for that. But it was but the remains are actually still here. And well, oops. So, but I don't want to go to Freeport 7. Do I actually want to go down there or here? I'm not entirely sure. I guess I'll figure it out once I go there.
Objective reached. Go to.
Alright, but we're really almost there. If we were continuing our current trajectory, we would actually get to the main outcast territories pretty soon,
Go to.
which might technically be interesting actually, because they're still neutral and stuff. So, but yeah,
Danger.
it's still neutral, but only barely.
Radiation
So I really
damage
couldn't go and buy
detected.
anything there. So I'll probably not go there. There's a wreck close by. Do I actually want that? I think I'll get it on the way back if I do that. There's a strange planet in this gas cloud for some reason. Not really sure how that worked out, but I digress.
Acknowledged. Your
This planet is
request
basically
has
dominated
been
by
granted.
Kusari,
Proceed to land.
and they do have the Type 2 version of the Hawk that I want to buy. So let's hope everything works out and that I have correct level already. Of course not. She must be level 16. 16 is quite a while off. That's a really freaking shame. Because I'll get I get to 14 by getting money. Then the next mission would probably get me to 15. Then I would have to do more money to get to 16. So I'd reach 16 before the campaign runs out. But the problem is that I might not be actually able to go here. Well, I'm actually able to go here, but it would be a really complicated route. Do I want a torpedo launcher? It's darn. Now we flew all this way for nothing, I'm afraid. Well, we didn't fly this way all for nothing. You saw some interesting systems and some history piece on that. I think I'm actually gonna remain here, but probably in the next episode I'll be either have flown all the way back to where I was before that, which is Kusari space, or I just load up this this temporary save that I made there, because well, it's a long way back. But you're probably not interested that much in flying all the way back, unless I take a different route. But sort of the main mission failed again. Damn! Why did you put a higher level limit on that, Flamebird? Darn. Darn. Anyway, I guess I'll end up this episode right here. In the next one, I'll see you back somewhere in Kusari space, I guess. Unless I decide to flow around here, get some wrecks for money, and we're gonna do some more exploration here. But we'll see about that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.